Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Detroit Tigers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound today, Casey Mize. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
On the ground, right side. Slings to first. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
One down, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time. Righty delivers. Bounce to the right side. Keith fires over to first. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Christian.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Fly ball down the line. Malloy sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here in Detroit, pitching in our game today, Freddie Peralta.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Now the third baseman, Matt Vierling.
The third baseman, Matt.
The 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Dives, but he can't get it. It's a foul ball. In the air, right side. Squeezes it. One down. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Matt Vierling.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
In the air, center field. Sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Batting third, the designated hitter,
Here's Mark Canha.
Canha.
2 outs. On the ground to third. Zips it across. That ends the frame. We move on to the second here at Comerica. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Oliver Dunn. And the pitch. Foul ball there. And that's outside. 2-2. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson is some book, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Fights it off. He'll see another. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
That's the ball.
Next offering is down low. With the go-ahead run at first here at the top of the second. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Man at second. That one is absolutely belted. Green ranging back. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. All muscle to center field. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
On the ground to the left. Baez fires over to first. 1 out in the second.
Batting 7th, the third baseman, Andrew Monasterio.
Here's the third baseman, Andrew Monasterio. 1 down, base is empty. Fought off foul. 1-2 now. And another ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 2 down.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next offering is in for a strike. Ground ball left side. Can't glove it cleanly. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
So 2 down. Jackson Chourio now at the plate. Here's a 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Urshela steps in, not having as much success with the bat here at home as you see the splits.
Urshela.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And down on strikes he goes, and there's 1 down.
Batting
And now Colt
second
Keith.
baseman.
And the pitch. And a foul ball. The Tigers down by a pair, bottom half of inning number 2. Not even close there, and it's 2-2. Out to center. Perkins has this one sized up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Batting 6. The left fielder.
Justin Henry Malloy digs in now.
Malloy.
Well hit the other way. That one going back and foul. 2 outs, base is empty. That pitch is downstairs.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Akil Baddoo up next for the Tigers.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Tigers fail to make any noise. They trail it here 2-0. Back at Comerica Park, on to the 3rd inning. This is Bryce Terang. Left-hand hitter waits.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Nice line drive to the pull side, netted out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now it's William Contreras. The pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Righty to the plate. Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Save.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Terang, the lone runner, stands at third with nobody out. High fly ball down the left field line. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. As a run scores.
The designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
And now it's Christian Yelich. Next offering is downstairs. No outs. Runner on second. That one fouled off. The pitch. And down on strikes. One gone here.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now the shortstop, Oliver Dunn. Man at second. Swinging a foul straight back. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 away.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Base hit center field. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark and he scores. And they lead by 4.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. There's a strike at the knees. 1-2. And another ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
In the air, left field, down the line. That's a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Couple of singles back to back. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Andrew Monasterio, the next to hit. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. And misses. It's a strikeout. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 4 and the Tigers nothing. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now the right fielder, Akil Baddoo. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. 1-2 now. And they'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Javi Baez digs in right side. Here's a 1-1. Fastball for a strike. One down, base is empty. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Swing and a base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
The Tigers down by 4 here in the last half of the third. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
1-2 now. Headed towards the corner on the move. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
The third baseman, number 8, Matt Vierling.
So the lineup flips over. Matt Vierling will hit next. The 1-1. This to center field. Perkins settles under it. And that is that. So that does it, but not before they find a way to spoil the perfect game. It's the Brewers 4 and the Tigers nothing. Back here in Detroit, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Blake Perkins.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Next one off the plate inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Put a great swing on that pitch to deep center field, and we knew it was going to be close, but just not quite enough. And I'm sure a few of his teammates might be yelling weight room at him right now, but he should definitely feel good about that one.
So man aboard. Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. The pitch. Fouled off. He was late. And the pitch. To third. Tosses to first. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score.
Second baseman.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. 1 run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. The 1-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, catcher, William Contreras.
2 outs, base is empty. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. 1-1 now. Just missed. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Brewers 5 and the Tigers nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now here is Riley Green. The 2-1. And there's a ball. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Helpful.
The wind of the pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
A great back and forth in that at-bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And the righty deals. On the ground left side, 6, 4,
That's an out.
3, and they turn the double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Gio Urshela to the plate. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And another ball. Next pitch is outside. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
2 outs. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Well, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. 1 left for Detroit. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Tarek Skubal.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Here's Yelich at the dish. The lefty fires. That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. That misses. 3-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
At the belt and fires. And that's in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Shelby Miller getting loose out there. Holton getting loose as well. Yelich on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
And that one fouled off. And a pitch. There goes the runner. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Here comes a pitch. The punch out there, and there's 2 away.
The batter.
Now it's the right fielder, Sal Frelick.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Brewers strand 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back at Comerica Park, here's the left fielder, Justin Henry Malloy.
Justin Henry Malloy.
Here's a 1-1. Base knock right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, right fielder.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So digging in, Akil Baddoo.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Left-hand batter waits. And that misses off the outside edge. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Perkins going back on this one. To the warning track, makes the catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
The batter now, Javier Baez. Righty delivers. The shortstop takes the ball. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. And here it comes. Into center. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Malloy, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hard hit to third. Ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.